We live in a three-dimensional world, and in some cases, you are going to want to add graphics either to Word, PowerPoint, and other programs that allow you to insert graphics. We don't have to stand for 2D anymore. There is a way of inserting 3D icons or pictures into your documents. So I will show it to you in Word, but you can use it in PowerPoint as well, especially if you're putting together presentations. It gives you the opportunity to adapt and adjust and to make things pop just a little bit more if you're putting graphics into your documents. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is come up to the insert, just like you would insert a picture or a table or anything else. And you might have noticed in 365 that we now have 3D models. If I click on 3D models, it's going to open up an online storage container of a lot of different cool 3D models. Now, when you scroll down here, you'll see, okay, there are some in here that are already there, but you do have a search feature. If you go up and you search, maybe let's say sports or something like that, which is already a category, and click enter, you're going to get a pull-up of a lot of different kinds of sports and different things to be aware of there. Just search and see what pops up. If it hasn't been created yet, it will be soon. So let's take a look. Let's say you're a football fan and you want a big red foam finger in your flyer for a party for the big game. So when you take a look at this, you're going to see a couple different things happen, and I'll get out of the way so we can play around with this. But basically, you have 3D models up here. It's going to open up the Format tab that allows you to work and or reset, position, and so on. So if I want to position this, you can move it around just like you can any other graphic. But what makes this so different is the way that you can make it three-dimensional. Notice that it's got this little circular thing in here. If I click and hold my mouse down, I can actually turn the 3D model. I can bring it up. I can make it look like it's pointing out of my actual document. And you also have options to just click around here if that's easier, that you want to use this instead. You certainly can. These are some presets for your 3D. The other thing that you can do is add animation in PowerPoint to 3D documents, 3D graphics as well, which is kind of cool because when you put a 3D into your, let's say, PowerPoint presentation and you can make it spin through animation and make it come alive in a presentation, that's awesome. When you're in Word, you're basically looking at graphic placement. And in this case, you can decide where do I want it, how do I want it to look, and you can add some 3D to, let's say, a flyer, to a newsletter, to whatever it is, a blog that you're writing and putting together. So now that we start to have these 3D models in 365, and they're more and more being developed all the time, and that format that you have the option with, you can pick and choose what you want your 3D model to look like. I just think anytime I see something new or cool, because I do presentations and I do a lot of writing, it's always a kind of a cool thing to really see something that's new, that's three-dimensional, that really can make your graphics pop in your presentations or your Word documents. So as soon as I started playing with this, I was like, oh, I've got to do a video blog and tell people about it. It's super cool. So play around with it, see what kinds of 3D models are out there for you, and I know that you're going to have some fun with it.